I welcome you back to the 20 Rock Podcast, and I'm your host, Ricky. So, again, we're recording this episode using the video, so hopefully you guys enjoy the video, enjoy our sexy, sexy faces, or at least that's what we think, that we are sexy. Of course, that is up for debate, just saying. How are you doing, LJ?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. Had a great day today, man. Just, work, regular shit. Nothing special, but been thinking about this podcast all day, just getting ready to record. And I think we found some great Reddits to go over.
Yes.
And I'm excited to get into it. And I hope that you guys like and, keep tuning in because we do this for fun, as you know, and we really enjoy this. I really enjoy this. I don't know about you, bro.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. This is great. It's
Absolutely.
it's like a workout.
A mind workout.
Yeah, it's a mind workout.
Man, I freaking love talking in general. So then, just coming in here and just like doing this, dude. Like we do this on a daily basis. Like even when we're not being recorded. So this is great stuff. I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm ready to get straight into the Reddit.
Getting straight into it. So for the people that don't know how the podcast is setting up right now, is that we go on Reddit, we find these Reddits, and there's a bunch of them out there, and we're gonna read it out to you guys, and we're just gonna talk about them.
Right.
Today's Reddit, there's actually two. One of them is r/social skills.
Right.
That was
one
of them.
Which I found today. I got really into it, and they had a lot of great stuff. Most of them were pretty lengthy stuff, so which kind of limited what we could talk about because we like things that are short, sweet, straight to the point. Where we can spend more time talking about the issue than reading about what the person's trying to say.
Yeah, so, like the thing about Reddit is like people just like they just write their fucking life story.
Right, exactly.
They just go pages and pages of like, which makes sense. I think that's what Reddit is for.
Yeah.
But legit, it's just pretty much, I'm gonna tell you the day I was born, from the day I was fucking born to what the fucking problem is right now. So what we try to do is we try to pick the ones that are pretty interesting, but they're still just they're easy to read. They're not gonna bore you. They're not gonna bore us. It's not like someone telling us their whole life fucking story.
I mean,
just quick to the point. That's what we're trying to look for. I mean, they're not boring.
They're not boring. They're just for the purpose of what we're trying to do. They're just a little too long. That's my opinion. I mean, I found a great one. I didn't even get to read it to you, but I found something great where I think we could probably try to have a conversation about it off the podcast, but you'd like it. It's just like I said, it's too much. It's like a whole freaking paragraph and a half. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm not trying to read that.
So, how about you start us with the first one?
Okay. So the first one we chose off of our social skills.
That is r/social skills. If you want to find it for yourself.
That's right. Our social skills, correct. r/social skills, and this one is by u/Walder Sockbat. These names get even more creative every time I try to find something on Reddit. Yo, all right. Anyway, so his thing is this. So it goes like this. People don't respond to my texts or stop responding even when I think the conversation is still going on. And the little paragraph that comes right after that says, I'm sure this happens to a lot of people, but every time I text someone and I get a decent back and forth going, they stop responding. Is there a certain way I should be phrasing things so I can actually get them to want to engage with me? Or should I just accept that they don't want to speak to me and move the fuck on? What do you think?
Yeah, that's what he's asking, right? What do you think?
No, well, exactly.
All right. I mean, I want to ask first. I mean, I don't know if he put it on the on the paragraph or not. So is he trying to just make conversation, or is he trying to like flirt with someone?
He didn't
specify.
He did not specify. So I'm assuming that this person is general. Yeah, I'm just assuming that this person is just to make it more interesting. I feel like that's what's going on. Is he's trying to talk to a girl? If this is even a he. But if it's a she, then I think I would not make.
It does not matter. I think I feel like regardless of gender, anyone can relate to this.
I just don't think that it would be as important to this guy to go on here. Maybe I don't know him. I don't know her. I just don't think that would be as important for somebody to go on here to talk about how frustrated they are over not getting replies if they're just trying to talk to somebody regular. What's the point?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
If I'm talking to a female, I feel more frustrated that they're not responding. If you were talking to a female, you feel the same way, bro. Man, these bitches ain't answering me, man. What the fuck am I doing? Right? You know what I mean? Am I ugly? She can't even see my face. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Like,
look,
so-
it's like this. I feel like you gotta keep it interesting, and that's a hard thing to do, right? Just to keep the conversation interesting, because
But interest.
the person has to give you something to work with. You know, I think the difficulty lies where you're talking to someone that's not giving you enough information for you to go about. You know what I'm saying? Like someone that's very secluded, someone that's not really open yet,
Right.
just yet,
Right.
makes it really difficult for you to actually engage in a back and forth type
I
conversation.
agree with you. I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, 100% on that. I
And
think
it's like for example, like sometimes there's those dry texts where it's just like, I think actually no. Let me just rephrase that.
uh-huh.
Questions always tend to save these type of like problems.
Okay, but see, this is where I low-key I would like to either elaborate on that.
I'm
See,
going to. Let me elaborate.
go ahead.
Let me just keep going. I
Mhm.
got you, my boy.
Say no
I
more.
got you.
Cover all the areas, all the
Elaborate,
nooks
right?
and crannies, bro.
Which means you have to be a little bit of a good listener when it comes to that, because you want to be able to the questions are not stupid. Like, what's your favorite color? Who gives a shit?
Okay.
Who cares? No one gives a fuck about that. But
Apparently,
it's like
But I
questions
like
that
Mike, though.
like questions that it's like, again, they have to be open-ended questions where it's like someone can either elaborate as much as they can
Right.
or elaborate as little as they can.
right?
That gives you a lot to work with when it comes to like either friends or a girl or a guy or
So you said
whoever the fuck you
Open-ended
turn to.
questions.
Hmm?
Open-ended questions.
Yeah, it's questions like, oh, what do you think of this? How do you feel about this?
Mm.
How do you
So,
again,
do you know the exact definition of open-ended questions?
I thought
just curious.
open-ended question is it's a question that
question
it's like
that-
it's not a yes or no,
It's not so you can't
That's a
answer.
cl-
You
exactly.
could, but it typically isn't a yes or no question.
because again, closing-ended questions is do you like spaghetti?
right, yes,
That's
boom,
it.
it done. Conversation's
Done.
over, bro.
It's
Pack
over.
it up, boy.
It's over.
You know what I mean?
You know, you don't want that because
Right.
that doesn't give me anything
right.
about that. But if I ask you, you know,
Uh-huh.
what's your favorite topping on spaghetti? Let's say you can pick just one.
Right.
What would be your favorite topping on a spaghetti, right? For me,
What
that's
is it for you?
chicken. What about for you?
Ooh, cheese.
Why?
It just looks good. It reminds me of mac and cheese. I love eating my spaghetti with cheese on it.
Nah, bro. Mac and cheese? What's your favorite type of mac and cheese?
Don't do this to me, bro.
You see what
Don't
I'm
do this.
doing? You see what I'm doing?
It's crafted.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
whatever.
saying like it works because you turn one answer gets turned into another question that
Correct.
eventually you get to know more about the
That's
person,
right.
and the topic could go from food to anything else at that point. You know what I'm saying?
That's you make a valid point, but some people just don't know how to you could ask an open-ended question and somebody freaking still finds a way to kill it. Ask me again what's the question you just asked me?
I said you can only pick one topping
Right.
to put on your spaghetti.
And you asked
right?
me which one that is, right?
Which one would that
All right,
be?
I'm about to be as fucking boring as I can possibly be, and let's see if you're actually good at what you're saying. Right?
Okay.
Open-ended questions work. Let's see that, because sometimes you meet that person that really just the vibe killer, and I've ran into people like that. I don't know if you have, but go ahead. Ask me again.
So you get to pick one topping,
Right.
only one,
Mm-hmm.
to put on your spaghetti. What would it be,
Cheese.
bro? You basic, bro. What do you mean cheese? Why cheese, bro?
I like it.
There's chicken. There's pepperoni. Actually, no, that's fucking pizza. That's
Pepperoni.
fucking pizza. I got it confused.
Pepperoni.
We're talking about spaghetti now.
Hey,
I'm talking
man,
about
somebody
pizza.
out there is doing it. Don't down talk it. Somebody out there is doing it.
Right.
Trust me.
Okay.
But yeah, I see what you did there, because I mean, like, it's hard for me not to like that bait that you throw.
you gotta bait them out.
That bait that you throw is hard for me not to bite. I love talking.
Yeah, you
right?
gotta bite.
So like when you start naming cheese, pepperoni, my immediate reaction to pepperoni, for example, if I'm not a pepperoni on pasta type of guy, I'm like, oh, pepperoni. And then you could either, really? Why, you don't like it? I think it could be good. And then we get into a back
Right.
and forth.
Or maybe
kinda.
you can be like, yo, I put like the most disgusting thing you can think of
Mm.
on your spaghetti slash pizza, and then the other person will be like, "What the fuck?"
Right.
That reaction
You
that
got
I
him.
got out of you,
You got him. You
there
got
we
him. 'Cause
go.
you could go anywhere with that
You
conversation.
can go
after that.
anywhere with that, right?
Right.
So for this guy, where he's saying, what was he saying
Go
again?
ahead, read it.
He's saying that people stop responding to his texts.
Right.
Then maybe you're not pretty much asking the right questions, or
Mm.
you're not asking questions at all.
Right.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because it has to be, it's a two-way street. Can't just be a one-way street. You know what I'm saying?
What happens is, well, you also have to keep in mind that if the person is just not interested,
Right, that's
they're
another
not,
thing.
They're not
Yes.
going to reply. I feel like that's the most obvious thing here. They're not going to reply if they're not interested. But then I feel like it is a trend out here, and people will use all sorts of freaking excuses to tell you why they're not replying. You ever confront you confront somebody about the fact that they're not replying to you? I'm just
It
using
could
my
be anyone.
I'm just using my personal experience here, and I have a lot of experience with women, obviously. So I say something like, "Stop laughing, fuck you, dude." I say something like, I don't know, like, what do you like, or something like that. You know what I mean? And then like somebody be like, "Oh, I don't know, like something like freaking boring." And then I'm like, "Okay, fine, whatever." And then I go back on it. I'm like, "Yo, what's good? Why don't you ever reply, or like why do you like have the snaps on your thing yet you're posting and you're not replying to my thing?" Oh, I'm just such a bad texter. It's just that I see it and then I think I reply and then like I didn't. I'm like, what do you mean you think you reply? Oh, I just kind of open up the message and then like I reply in my head, but like I forget to actually write it. What type of fucking, so you go as far as to open this freaking thing and you don't reply?
That's already half the action of texting someone.
That right, but like then like why can't you go through with it? You know what I mean? That's
Mhm.
my concern. Like why are you like, why is it like so hard for people to reply? You know what I mean? I'm not sure where the thing is. Well, I had Tinder for a while, and going on Tinder and talking to people, with females, I encountered a lot of that. There's a lot of pressure, right? You're the man, and you see these buyers are like, make me laugh, or like, if you not six in that, swipe left or whatever, or like if you like not into this, and so then you have like you have these people who either have blank bios, but the people that have something in their bio, it's like, okay, then you got to make your mind work.
This is for like guys Tinder,
Yeah.
because I have a feeling that for girls is so different. Like their Tinders probably look so different from like male
For male,
Tinders.
you
Like
think they get matches like left and right?
I think so.
Well,
I believe. I
I-
mean, I don't know.
I
We
think-
might have to ask someone, like someone that we know personally
Sure,
about
yeah, we
it
could,
that has
do
Tinder.
that. We could do that because from my perspective, I always think that they get more swipes immediately.
I just think they get more creeps, like weirdos.
I mean, I guess so.
I think
I
that's
mean,
what,
male more prone to have that type of characteristic.
yeah,
towards
like
female,
like
so.
they be saying like, "Yo, slide up, like send me feet pic." Like what the fuck,
Feet
like
pic on Tinder.
like bro, like
Oh,
nah.
man.
You see, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like
not-
like
that- I
girls
feel
have
you.
to deal with all these creeps and
Right,
shit.
Right.
I think that's what any social media. I feel like they just have to be more wary about like
So
that sort of shit.
So, but do you believe that they do get swipes though? That's my question. Like,
What do you
believe
mean?
that the amount of swipe they get more swipes than we do?
Probably, yeah. I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then obviously we're talking about like even though they get the swipes, it's like like amongst them are creeps. So we're not talking about all good swipes. You know what I mean? I get one or two swipes, and like they're people, so I have a conversation. They're not creeps. I haven't encountered a girl that's actually creeped me up until freaked me out.
I mean,
until
I'm
this
sure
point,
they
you know what I
are
mean?
out there, but
But
again, the difference is huge when it comes to like guys and girls and stuff
right.
when it comes to your Tinder. But for like what you said, like, oh, someone that's just giving you like bullshit about why they didn't reply to you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of people just need to come clean.
Mm.
Like, just say it. Yo,
if you don't want to talk, just say you don't
I'm not
wanna talk,
interested
bro.
in you.
That's it.
Let's not waste each other's time.
Right.
Like,
Just keep it a buck.
Because look, let me tell you, whoever's watching this, like, and listening as well, we're stupid. Males are dumb.
And straightforward.
No,
We're pretty
not most,
straightforward.
not most. No, that's not true. We're
Really?
not all straightforward. No,
I'm a pretty straightforward dude.
You are, but that doesn't mean everyone is.
I want to see what you have to say about that. So go
No,
ahead.
no,
What were you
that's not
saying?
true.
So just okay. In what sense? What do you mean you're not straightforward?
No. I'm saying that there's people out there that are not. we have this weird concept that guys are just more blunt. That's not true. That is not true at all. Some are. Some are.
I meant
but
to
not,
just simple.
I mean, you're straightforward. I'm straightforward. So if I'm talking to someone and I'm like, hey, look, I ain't feeling you like that.
Right.
I'm going to tell you. You
So
deserve
you'd actually
an
tell
answer.
them.
You deserve an answer. You deserve an answer. Because if I'm not feeling it, but let's say you are, that's playing with you. I'm playing with you. And I don't like that. So I'm going to be like, yo, I ain't feeling it. I'm so sorry. That's it.
It doesn't even work
Right?
like that. It don't work like that. Why it doesn't work like that? I feel like because like even though you might know deep down you don't want to talk to the person, and I think that that's what this guy is going through. If this person is genuinely not interested, she won't have the balls to tell him.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
They
saying.
like that
That's what
little
I'm saying. Yes,
attention. They
yes.
want to keep kind of like
Right.
leading you on and stuff like that. They won't give you a straight answer because then you hop off completely. Unless you're a creep, then I feel like they might.
Well,
say
you got to
that
live
out
with the
loud.
fact that again, you need to have a little bit of like social cues to really know when
It's texting,
someone's
man.
not into you or someone's not really interested in you, right?
Okay.
I think the first like sign will be what this guy or girl or whatever is
Right.
going through,
Mm.
where it's like they're not replying, they're
Right.
not texting me back.
No, but
Well-
but wait a minute though. He says it right there. He says, I think the conversation. So he says like but
Well,
sometimes
he thinks
that's
or she thinks
That's true.
that the
That's true, yeah.
conversation is going well,
right.
but what about the other person on the other end? Do they think the conversation is going well?
Right.
It's probably going like shit. And this guy's like, yo, I am killing it. Next thing you know, it's like block.
Then you realize he was just freaking him out the whole time. Or
Yeah,
something.
and I feel like that's the thing. It's like I feel like he's so or she is so into which is okay because you only work with what you have.
Mhm.
Because if the other person is not gonna tell you like, "Hey, I'm not interested," you're gonna think, "Oh, the conversation
It's
was going
great.
pretty well. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
amazing," But in reality, it's probably not going well.
Yeah, okay.
It's probably
not.
going like shit.
Yeah, because I mean, so you go on Tinder sometimes, and then
I don't know.
or you, bro, yeah, you're right. You don't know. Actually, I remember that. You don't know, but when you go on Tinder sometimes, there is the option to unmatch with somebody. Obviously,
Yeah.
right? So you match.
I heard of that.
You match, and then you could start talking, and I've done that where I've matched with somebody, and we'll start talking, and I'm like, yo, this ain't going nowhere. This is crazy. This is boring, and then probably she thinks that the conversation is going great, but in my head, I'm like, I'm so fucking bored right now. Unmatched. And I can't
Oh,
imagine this
shit.
girl's face when she logs back in, thinking that I'm just gone.
You're
I'm not even in
gone.
the section of people she can talk to anymore.
What?
You know
That's
what
how it works.
That's it's been done to me. It was done to me like I think last year at some point I was talking to somebody and then I don't remember like what I said to her, but I thought we were having a conversation. I thought I was in. I used the pickup line. I got the lulls back and the laughing face. I thought this was going great.
Yeah.
I'm talking, log off the next day. I mean, I log off that day and then I log back in the next day, trying to find Shorty. Gone.
She was gone.
She was gone.
But-
no,
But
like
now, let me ask you.
right.
You thought the conversation was going
It was
good.
great. I thought, I told you I used pickup lines from like a Wild and Out or some shit. I don't even remember what I used, but like it was something funny. And she I don't know if it was genuinely she was laughing at it because with lol and then laughing emojis. I'm like, oh shit, damn, that shit, I'm in. You know what I mean? And she's like, oh, that was so funny. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Legit. That's
You
like
know what I mean?
another conversation we need to have with society.
What?
Look, if you're not laughing, don't put
fucking
LOL at the end.
Don't put the emoji, bro.
Don't you love when people say some crazy shit?
Right.
Like, oh, by the way, I think you're an asshole. LOL.
Right.
As if the LOL is gonna
Makes
make
the whole
the
line
insult
better.
better.
Right.
Like,
right.
wait a minute. Hold up.
Right.
Am I an asshole or you just fucking with me?
Right. I hear you.
And then now you're confused.
I hear. Texting in general is just a very confusing method to communicate with people. There's a lot of fill in the blanks. And there's a lot of your own
Willpower.
filter.
I think it's willpower. Like you have to really want to talk.
What I was
to
gonna say
someone.
filter. I was gonna say like there's your own. You put your
Filter?
own filter on the messages. Because listen, I could say something one way and then I could say something one way. You understand it differently. I like read about that. It's like when you text somebody, the mood that they're in that will determine how they read the shit.
Mhm.
And it's happened. Well, like I was watching a Key and Peele video where they said they were making fun of it, but it was true. Something about let's hang out. This guy was reading it totally wrong the whole time. and then the guy on the other end of the phone was like, "Oh, okay, like this and that," like, not reading what's going on. But the guy was in a bad mood anyway. So you text him, and I was like, "Yo, bro, what the fuck you up to?" Fuck, what the fuck you up to? This is like, what? This dude's manners, bro. What do you mean, what the fuck? Nothing, bro. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, it's happened to me sometimes. Like, somebody texts me, like, "Yo, what the fuck your bitch ass at?"
It's like,
Bro,
whoa,
why this dude like coming at me, bro? Yo,
he's mad.
where you at? Like, what the fuck you mean? Like, where my bitch ass at, bro? I'm like, yo, where this dude manners at, bro? You know what I mean? What's so funny or something like that? Somebody might read it the wrong way. So I feel like you said, social cues is a big thing, but there is still, I feel like there's also the part where you can't do nothing about it. You might think that the conversation is going great. I like to kind of check in. It's like, hey, you enjoying this, or like, what I mean, are we connecting? You know what I mean? Is there something there? You know what I mean? Are we doing something here? You know what I mean? And I like to ask straightforward questions, because that lets me know if you're really talking to me or not. I ask you to do, I don't know, something stupid. Oh, what's your favorite this and that? Oh, why? And then we talk about it, and I'm like, there, you got some good taste or something like that.
I love that you say that. At the same time, like, I have gotten in trouble with being too straightforward.
Really?
Yeah, like, when you're a straightforward person, and then when you're very blunt about things, people tend to be, they get intimidated by you.
Intimidated? I don't see what's to be intimidated
Because
about.
it's like, most people are not used to other people telling them, like, hey, this is wrong, or hey, this is not going very well, or I'm not feeling this. Like, people are not really used to actually say what they really feel.
Okay.
So they keep it all inside,
Okay.
expecting it to go away. But when you have someone that's pretty blunt, you tend to be in trouble, because you say how it is.
Right.
And sometimes people don't like to hear
Exactly how it is. Right. Right. It's
which
that whole
means you
beating
get in
around
trouble.
the bush shit. You know what I mean? That they like that sugar coating shit. That, like, that you're trying to say something, but I guess, like, there are moments where I can see where I can use that, but 9 times out of 10 I'm a straightforward person, and thankfully I have people that appreciate that about me. I think that's a great trait to have, to be able to convey exactly what you're trying to say, not in a like forceful, like,
Yeah, like confrontational. That's the thing.
like,
People tend
don't
to
get don't come off as like confronting, like,
and that's the problem,
yeah.
where when you're too blunt, when you're too straightforward, you tend to be very confrontational. People be like, "Oh, he's always looking for trouble," or "She's
I
always
see.
looking for trouble."
I
Like,
see.
like she just can't shut the fuck up. I tell you, no, that's not the way we see it.
Right.
At least for someone that's pretty blunt about shit. I'm not trying to be confrontational. That's just how I know how to deal with shit.
Right.
I will tell you if I don't like something, or if things are not going very well. I think you just, again, I'm gonna say it again. You deserve an answer.
That's right. And I think it goes back to what you said earlier about wasting somebody's time.
Yeah, I don't want to waste your time.
Yeah.
And if you want to fix the situation,
Mm-hmm.
let's fix the situation.
Right.
If you really truly care about it, it could be friendship, it could be relationship, it could be with your parents. I mean, anyone.
Right.
Anyone. It just works that way. Let's communicate. Let's talk about it, right?
Right.
Again, there needs to be some sort of social cues around it, where it's like, is this person not gonna say it? They're not interested. This is their way of saying to me they're not interested, because everyone's different.
Everyone is
don't
different.
ever expect any, again, our words here are not law,
right.
But don't ever expect anyone to behave
the way you like you think that they'd behave.
Yeah,
because people. I was reading a great book called Talking to Strangers by Malcolm Gladwell, where in this book he actually talks about that, how people or society have this image about what people look like when they're happy, or what people look like when they're angry. They have the frown face and whatnot. What people look like when they're angry or whatever. The point is, not everybody uses the same body language or uses the same communication skills that you do.
Yeah. Everyone's different.
Everyone is different, and you might think, "Whoa, it's a It's not universal. It's not a universal. It's just you think it's universal, but people like me. I consider myself low-key an introvert. So my face just be straight blank all the time. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm not happy. I'm just neutral. You look at me. You don't know me. Yo, what's wrong with your face? That's my face.
Yeah, right.
That's my fucking face. I'm not mad. I'm not. Nothing's wrong with me. If you keep asking me questions, however,
you have a resting
I'm gonna
bitch
get. Now
face.
I'm gonna get mad. You know what I mean? But like usually, I'm just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
So they have they have that notion in there. You do this shit to me sometime. I come in. I'm chilling. It's like, what's up, right? What's up, bro? chill the fuck out. You know what I mean?
I'm just
You know what I
saying.
mean?
I
Like,
mean,
I'm like, yo, bro, like, yo, something wrong, bro. I'm like, hey, man.
I should read the book because then, for me, it's like, well, if I'm happy, I'm happy. If I'm sad, I'm sad. If I
You
don't
could
want you
see
to
it.
fuck with me, yeah, you
You
can
could
see
see
I'm
it.
very expressive. So if I'm like, don't fuck with me, you'll know, and then you can definitely be like, oh, okay, that's not fuck with Ricky
Right,
because
right.
Ricky is actually like upset or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Now, for someone that's like they're happy but they don't look happy,
Right.
they look annoyed
Right.
or fucking angry. Um, like you said, everyone's different.
Mhm.
I need to respect that.
That's right.
I need to
That's right. You need
respect
to,
that,
yeah, you need to
and
be open minded to that.
you know,
Because then like you'll often have that thing where you can't like you're always clashing with people because
mhm.
your way is your way and like nothing else. You don't have any tolerance level for anything else than
Yeah.
what you understand to be
Mhm.
happy or what you understand to be a jolly and fun person or an outgoing person. If your definition you just keep sticking that onto everything, I say that's the filter you put on, and whatever. Not everybody's gonna fit into that category, and I guess like that's the part where like you have to accept that not everybody's gonna fuck with you and everybody's gonna like you. So if you're texting somebody and don't make a big deal out of it because a person that likes your energy, truly likes your energy, they will stay.
They'll show it. Yeah,
They'll
also
show it. They'll
too.
stay.
Yeah, and they'll stay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you won't have to scratch your head about it. You'll even think that I often say to people that because I run into some great people sometimes. I run into them like it feels like I met you in a past life or something.
Yeah.
Because we click so freaking well.
Yeah, you click. The
know what I
chemistry's
mean?
there.
It's
You
there.
click. You guys can vibe together.
That's
It
right.
doesn't take like a long time.
It
It just
doesn't.
immediately just happens.
That's right. And
That's a beautiful
th-
feeling.
That's
It's beautiful
that's
feeling.
a great feeling, and I'm telling you, the time that you get, the time between you guys feels like it's been forever. It's like you know the person for a month, but because the connection is so fucking genuine, it's so beautiful. It's like you don't even question it. A month feels like a year, and a year feels like a fucking an eternity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And these people are great because they're so low maintenance because they feel like they already got like set up this connection between them. They're so low maintenance. They're not. Then you don't feel like you need to like spread like your time. You know what I mean, between you and them and all your other friends. They understand. It just comes and goes. I have that same connection with you. I feel like we had that same click the moment we met
Yeah.
back in 2011 in that
That was
class.
a long time. Yeah.
I know, and we're trying to. You didn't even speak English.
I did. I did.
Well, I
A
did.
little bit.
You
We
spoke
both
a
did.
little bit,
Nah,
but
we
not
both did.
as
We
much
both
as
did. We both
you
did.
do now.
Well, yeah.
You could communicate. I remember, but like,
Yeah, we both could.
but
We bonded over one thing.
we
you know,
did.
It's always
Video
good.
games.
Yeah.
You know, threw that out there and you just so happen to have a PlayStation and then
Yeah.
boom. But you know, again, that moment, it felt like I knew you
Yeah.
for a long time. I've been knowing you. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Definitely feels good.
Yeah.
So for the Reddit again, hey man, just ask the right questions.
Mm.
I feel like it. Just ask the right questions and make sure you actually like don't be just so self-invested in you.
Right. Right.
Maybe think it from an outside perspective. Is this person really feeling what I'm saying? Is this person really vibing with me like that? If the answer is no, just stop. Just don't waste your time.
Right.
In my
correct.
opinion, just don't waste your time. Just find someone that
That-
actually you can have a cool conversation.
Right.
Don't you again like you said, you don't want to be feeling like you don't know what's happening.
Right.
You want to make sure when you're texting someone, this person is actually gonna text me back
Right.
and they're going to enjoy the conversation that we're having.
And I feel like also just one last thing. I feel like it's important to understand that everybody's going to be your best friend. That doesn't mean that you need to shut the relationship completely. Like if this girl is not replying, try a different approach. Give up on what you're trying to pursue. If you're trying to get her as a girlfriend, dude, it's not working. You're trying to get her on a date, it's not working. Just dial it back, bro. Dial it back. See if she will reply or whatever. Or just I don't know how to say it, but just tone it the fuck down. Because if you could lose that person completely, and if you're cool with that, that's fine. But if it doesn't, your initial approach did not work, it doesn't mean it's just completely in the waters. It just means that your vibe was not clicking, and then that's okay. You're supposed to just I feel like that's the point where you're supposed to like take into account that person's personality. Be like, oh, okay, this is not that type of person that they don't really get into that type of personality. I get it. There's a more laid back person. They don't want that always texting thing or asking too many questions or whatever. They're cool and laid back. And you might those same people. Funny thing, those same people be those people that you think they're quiet, you think they don't talk much, and then give it a few months. If you just hop off their backs a little bit, you'll get 5, 6 months, 7 months into that weird relationship or whatever, where they don't shut the fuck up. Like and then you realize that, dude, where was that character when we first met?
Yeah, just gotta give it some time.
You just gotta give it some
Give it
time.
some
Some people
time.
just warm up differently.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, again, like he said, our words ain't law, but social cues, my dude.
Yeah, you gotta learn that
it's
shit.
a beautiful thing, bro.
You gotta learn them
cues
social
a
cues.
beautiful thing.
I think classes in fucking high school should teach social cues. I'm dead serious.
Nah.
I'm dead serious.
You think so? You
bro,
think it's such an important thing that it needs to be taught? I think it
man.
fucked up because of this.
I mean,
this
it
freaking-
is. But the same people that do this, they
Right.
probably
A phone,
go outside in the
texting, right.
no, but they probably go outside and they don't even have actual people skills either.
Well, they don't. Yeah, they don't. They
Like
don't.
let me
How
tell you a
did
story.
you learn your
Let me
people
tell you a
skill?
story. Let me tell you a story. You took business class in college, didn't you?
Yeah.
I remember they were inviting us to a dinner.
Mm-hmm.
A dinner. We're like, wait, what the fuck is this? What do you mean a dinner? She was like, well, when you're in the world of business,
Mhm.
you're gonna get invited to dinners.
To
You're gonna get
dinners.
invited to lunches. You're gonna get invited to events.
Oh, that's interesting.
They wanted to have the kids come in
Yeah.
and teach them business, social skills, etiquette while
okay.
eating at a lunch, right?
Okay.
Like let's say you have a lunch with a very important client.
Mm-hmm.
How do you behave? What do you do? It went so far
Mm.
as to even include what to order.
Really?
Yeah, apparently
What
there's
to order?
apparently there's a criteria on what to order when you are on a business.
Why would it matter? What do you think
So,
it would matter? What
Here's the
to
thing.
order?
So apparently,
Mm.
when you work for a company, this doesn't happen very often, but it happens to most companies, right?
Right.
They give you the company credit card.
Oh.
The company credit card, right? You
That
heard of this shit
good
before.
old company credit
Good
card,
old
yep.
company credit card
Yep.
where anything that's related to your job
Mhm.
goes
To
in
that.
goes in that
The
credit card,
transaction
right?
goes through that, right?
If you're gonna take out a client, you gotta use that credit card.
Right.
But you gotta be aware that the company they're
cheap.
fucking checking your
They're
shit.
cheap. I'm
No,
kidding.
they're checking your
Yeah,
shit.
they're checking your shit. Yeah.
They're like, well, this is a very important client.
Right.
You're not taking this guy to KFC, but you're also not gonna take it to the fucking Ritz Carlton or whatever the fuck, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
So you gotta find like a happy medium,
Medium, yeah.
where it doesn't feel too fancy,
Mm-hmm.
but it also doesn't feel too shitty either.
Right. So then you gotta know exactly.
know.
You gotta be. So then is that where you're saying that the skills in trying
Exactly.
to interact with these
Yeah.
type of people is important?
Yeah. So that class, that was an option that they gave us to attend.
Interesting.
I was like, that's just crazy that they had to teach it. I'm like, in my head, I'm like,
Would you take it?
I would. I didn't because I
Right.
didn't have the time to go.
Right.
I would have loved to go though,
Yeah.
because
you
that
think you
sounded
could have learned
fuck
something?
yeah. I think so. I don't know about that shit. I know about I know good etiquette when you're eating like with strangers, when
Right.
you're eating with your family, when
Right.
you're eating with someone that you don't know.
But we're talking business here.
But we're
so
talking business is
right,
different. That's
right.
a whole different thing, you know.
Okay.
So, just putting it out there, I feel like schools should teach more of these personal kind of teaching kids, teenagers, how to behave in a social environment. Just the same way they should teach how to deal with your emotions,
Okay.
how to deal with emotions, how
Right.
not to suppress them, but
Right.
actually express your emotions in a healthy way.
Right.
Like these things that should be taught it's in school, even in college, because a lot of people go through life not knowing any of this shit.
Yeah, they become
and then-
socially awkward. They get
Right.
bullied for it, and then so many people. I see so much potential. I know it could be a character trait to be an introvert, and I know,
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. Introverted, they can be introvert people,
but they could be
are
very
yeah.
outspoken when
Right,
they need to be.
right,
They just
exactly.
prefer not to be. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
And
So,
whatnot. So I feel like there are certain character traits that make somebody a little bit more shy when it comes to like interacting with people and whatnot. But that sees so much potential in people. Like I went to high school, you went to high school, and I remember like walking and seeing people that I'm like, bro, honestly, all that's stopping this kid from being in this table on this table by himself, and or with the kids over there, is just the fact that he's not. He don't know how to talk. He don't know how to interact. This whole energy is not his thing. But I feel like you said, I guess
remember-
I can come to agreement, to agree that that should be taught.
yeah, I remember like I was sitting there and then I would hear the other table and they're talking about like, yo, bro, you play that new Pokemon, bro?
Right.
Play that new Pokemon, son?
Right.
And I'm in the other table like, I did.
Fucking weird.
But I was so shy and I didn't know
Right.
how to approach strangers.
You know what I would do in that situation?
But me, I'm just there. I'm just like eating my mashed potatoes, just
Fucking nasty
wanting
ass
to
mashed
talk
potatoes.
about fucking Pokemon with these kids because
Right.
I was intimidated. I'm like, there's just a group of strangers that I don't know.
Right.
We do share the same interests, but I just don't know how to approach them in a way that doesn't make me look
And
like
it
a
was a
weirdo.
perfect. Like, if we ever have an episode on how to enter and exit conversations, bro, if you're on that table next to them and you hear that, if you don't freaking jump in, I swear I'm gonna come in and smack you myself. That is like a golden opportunity to jump in right there.
I know.
I know people like think, oh yeah, well don't be rude. Like, no, bro, it's about how you go in it. Right there, yeah, I did. It was fun, honestly. What did you guys, what you guys like, dude? Oof, I love situations like that. I'm a big eavesdropper. I'd be
not
the
me.
guy listening to conversation to find nice entry points.
I
love
just
it.
I just don't know how to do it.
Yeah,
But anyway, we got the next Reddit. That was just
Right.
a little side note over there.
right.
By the way, I love Pokemon, so just saying, I still do, even till this day.
I think you should actually read the one from yours. We did one from this, and then we'll save the last one. From
No.
this
We're
one.
gonna start with this one.
You wanna
because
finish with
this
this one?
one? Is still in the
Okay.
r/social
Social
skills.
skills. All right.
So we're going. We definitely pick these ones before we record. So we already have them picked out. We just
Yeah.
don't do it out like right now.
So,
Do you want me to read it?
Is that
I can
the one?
read it if you
No,
want me
I
to.
want to read it.
You got it?
I want to
All
read
right.
it. So this one is tips on becoming a better listener. Tips on becoming a better listener. As this title suggests, I'm looking into online resources to find out how I can become a better listener so I can help my friends. Anyone here know tips and stuff to becoming a better listener? Question mark. Do you remember meeting a good listener? What made them a good listener? Let's see what. Let me want to just read one comment here. Let's see. This dude says, one thing that helped me listen better is to think the words they are saying at the same time they are saying them. If that makes sense, it helps me to focus on them and blocks other thoughts coming up in my head.
It's a great fucking tip. That
You
guy,
think so?
he gets a medal, bro. That
Really?
shit is real. I'm gonna tell you what I do. And
Okay.
it's not like it's not quite like that, but it's something like that.
We got another one here. I think
Yeah.
this is good. It says, number 1, don't interrupt them. Number 2, give appropriate reactions when required. Number 3, show interest in the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what do you got to say about that? I feel like I interrupt you a lot.
Yeah,
So,
you
so-
do because
yeah.
you get too excited,
Right. Right.
which I
That's
love.
True.
Loves man gets excited. Love.
Yeah. What can I say, man? I love talking. You know what I mean?
I think when it comes to listen to someone, the number, like, again, I'm not like law here, like I'm not like the best one to
Mhm.
like talk about this shit, but I encountered this shit before. I feel like a lot of people have as
You've
well.
encountered what though? Encountered
Just
what?
like when you're talking to someone, like I think one of the best things is like when someone vents to you.
I never know the difference. That's my problem. Venting. You say venting. Venting to people, to someone. Like, I know it sounds like stupid, but when you told me that, I was like, yo, what? When you vent, so you said to me, when you're venting or when somebody's venting to you, don't give them, don't try to help them. Don't give them advice.
No,
Just
You
listen.
have to listen. That's one of the best fucking exercises you can do. Again, this sounds crazy, but
Right.
just listen to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, venting, like anyone can vent to you, your parent, your friend, anyone, right?
Right,
Your
right.
significant other. So venting is interesting because you have to really shut the fuck up. You don't have to say fucking nothing
Right.
at all.
Right.
You just need to, again,
So what do?
you listen.
Just listen.
And what you do to when one of the best tips that I learned, because I took communication class. I'm a communication major for the people that don't know. I do PRs.
So this is
PR
this
as
is
well.
definitely your realm.
Yeah, so this is a realm that we really talk a lot, and we do a lot of exercises because we have a lot of public speaking classes, a lot of presentations that we do, right?
Correct.
So when you listen to someone, a lot of people, what they do is that they always try to think of a reply while the other person is talking.
That's interesting.
Like you're trying to look for a response
Right.
for a thought that has not ended yet.
I've heard about that. You're listening to respond, not listen to listen.
Yeah, you're
Right.
listening to respond. You're not listening to listen.
Mhm.
Because if you really listen,
Mm-hmm.
you want to know more,
Right.
and the other person will be willing to say more because you listen.
Okay.
The thing is, you have to pick key moments. The interesting thing about listening is that you're not gonna be able to retain everything they said.
Okay.
Never. That's to me that's impossible.
Are you talking about in the moment or
No. In the
afterwards?
moment.
Right.
If you're telling me a whole thing, you're venting to me, I'm gonna miss something. That's just how it is.
You're gonna miss something. Okay, I actually
You will. You will
yeah,
miss
you will miss
something.
something. You will miss
But what you do is, if you're truly listening, what you're gonna do is just pick a few things about what they
They
said.
just said, okay, yeah.
They said, and you're gonna be more curious about that thing, whatever it is. It could be anything. It could be three things that you really are picking
That
for
really
the
took
whole
your
conversation,
kind of grab your attention there.
Right.
What he was saying, yeah.
and then you tell them back to them. Oh well, what about this? Tell me more about that, right? And then they'll be like, "Damn, this motherfucker really listening."
Mm-hmm.
Also, you have to do what is called
Active listening. Is that
active listening, whereas you say things like, "Oh, okay."
Mm-hmm. Would you say that repeating what they're saying back to them is a good strategy? I love doing that because I just like to make sure that
Yeah.
I understand what they're saying.
Yeah, if
from
you're
their
able to
perspective.
repeat that to them, then you were truly listening to what they
Right,
said.
right.
You know, if you're not able to do it, then were you really listening?
Yeah.
But again, those things that I said, like, oh, okay, be like expressive. It shows that you're interested about the topic they're talking about, and
Okay.
just pretty much like, oh, this guy or this girl, like they're really truly interested in what I'm saying.
Right.
It makes things just go smooth as
Okay.
fuck.
Okay.
You
All
know
right.
what I'm saying?
So repeating things back to them. Active listening.
Yeah,
Oh.
pick some things that they said and try to get more information
Out of
on
that,
those
right,
things,
right.
But like I said, this only applies to like if someone's like venting to you.
Right.
This is what I learned. It's like, yo, don't say nothing. The people that are venting to you, they already know
They know
what to
the
do.
answer. Yeah,
They already know the
that's
answer.
something that's hard for me to come to terms with. It's like, why are you talking to me if you know the answer? My point is, if you come to talk to me, I'm thinking you need help. You want me to come up with a solution for you or whatever. Maybe you might not say it, but that's my thought. Like, you know what I mean? When you went over the pen and you kept calling me, and then sometimes you'd vent about, I don't know, like, how
Yeah, like, oh, I had a shitty day. Let me
shitty
tell
day
you about
today
it.
or something like that. I'm like, yeah, bro. Well, have you tried doing this and that? I was like, this and that. You're like, yeah, bro. Look, listen, man. I've tried it all. I'm just saying, man. It was shitty. I just want to tell you that it's shitty, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's hard for me.
Yeah,
Personally.
because like the way, like I feel you, because I was like that before, and I had to get myself out of that mentality. When people vent to you, all they want is for someone to fucking listen.
to just listen.
That's it. And the beauty of it is that you don't have to say anything. You just have to be there next to them, and they'll eventually appreciate that.
Right.
They'll just appreciate the fact that there was someone there that was listening to all their bullshit.
Have you ever had somebody just say thank you to you after they've just vented for like a whole hour, and then like after that they just come
Yeah,
thank
sometimes they just feel bad because
Yeah.
they just unloaded so much shit on me.
you? Right.
It was like a bomb. I was there just sitting, listening to this shit.
Right.
I'm there for like an hour.
Right.
So at the end, they will be like, oh, thank you for listening to my stupid rants or whatever. I'm like, hey, thanks to you.
Anytime, right? Yeah.
Thanks to you for trusting me with that information.
Right,
You
right.
sure didn't have to do all that,
Yeah.
but you thought of me, and you did.
Do you feel like do you feel so? And what I'm hearing is that you thank them for talking to you because they didn't have to, like you said. Do you feel honored? Do you feel?
I
good
guess,
that
yeah, you feel
somebody
honored
chooses you
a
to
little
vent to?
bit, yeah, because like most of the time it's like very
confining in you. Like it's like I'm I mean, like you're my,
like
you're
I'm
my,
trusting.
You're my
I
journal,
yeah,
you know,
like I'm
just telling you.
right. Like I'm trusting this information on you,
Right.
and I trust you enough that I'm gonna tell you all this shit, right? I feel like that's like an honor,
Do you
because
feel
like
closer because
yeah,
of that?
hell
you
yeah,
feel
bro.
closer to
Like
that person.
yeah, we're friends too. Like if I vent to you, then I'm very close to you.
Right,
I'm not gonna vent to
I'm saying
someone that I
you,
don't know.
You feel closer as a result of the venting. Like,
Yeah.
Have you tried to vent to somebody like different other than me, and then like felt like that brought you closer? Just by
Yeah,
just saying that?
definitely. I feel like we can connect because maybe
I
that
know.
venting session that we had, maybe they're gonna tell me they're gonna tell me something about themselves.
Oh, okay.
And then now we're
Right.
like relating into shit, and
Got
now we
you.
become even best friends. Or with your significant other really trusts you with that information, so you guys become closer. It's like,
Gotcha,
I can
gotcha.
actually vent to my partner.
Right.
Because a lot of
You feel
people
like you could talk to
can't.
them.
Yeah, like I can
Yeah.
talk to, because a
Yeah.
lot of people, it's like man, there's that fucking bitch again, just complaining. Because a
Right.
lot of people, what they do is like they think venting is complaining.
It can sound like it. That's the thing.
That's the
it
thing.
can sound like you're just
But
complaining.
it's not.
Right.
It's not complaining.
So you would so complaining and venting different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I got into trouble. I got into trouble back in the past where they will vent again before I had the knowledge. They
Right.
will vent to me, and I was like, man, they're really fucking complaining a lot.
Right.
And me being blunt,
You just said that out loud.
I was like, man, you complain a lot.
Fucking
Like,
idiot.
I don't like this shit.
Right.
I
That's
was,
interesting.
right. I was having a different approach, a different mentality.
Right.
I should have changed my mentality about that. It wasn't complaining, it was venting, and I shouldn't said shit. I should have just listened and kept my mouth shut,
Right.
which is what I do now.
Right. That makes sense. But you know what? There are the occasional weirdos that like honestly are genuinely just fucking bitching 24/7, and like where it gets too much to a certain point. Like, bro, you're always like I can't imagine like if you live with a roommate and she's like some crazy psycho, and every time she pulls up, she always got some shit going on. It's like,
Damn.
and like you trying to avoid them now. You know what time they come back from home. It's like,
Yeah, you're like, I'll be in my room.
No, you
I'm
better be in my room.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be asleep.
yeah, you be sleep. You know what I mean? Like creeps in. Are you awake?
He's snoozing.
You're snoozing, bro.
Snoozing.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hear that. I'm just thinking like, I love to listen and love to talk, but I feel like there's a limit. You know what I mean?
Oh no, yeah,
There's
everyone has a limit. Like if you're venting 24/7, yeah, I can see why that would be a fucking problem.
Right.
But it's like from my experience, the venting doesn't really happen that often. But when it happens, it's like a bomb was dropped on you because
Right.
there's so much information in such a short amount of time, just in
Just
your brain.
Yeah.
And what you gotta do is you gotta listen to it
Mhm.
because it will come back at one point.
It will, and you know what? Sometimes they even update you on.
Yeah,
on,
they're like,
on-
do you remember what happened? And then you're like,
you could.
fuck.
Yeah, or you could like let's just for like conversation purposes, you could like bring it up. Hey, whatever happened with that
You
with that
could.
thing, you could.
You could.
I feel like that goes back into the first post that we just read about like well, not really, but kind of communication. That's part of it. I love to ask question that gets people to talk a lot because I'm waiting for them to go into a
You're
venting
waiting?
session. I'm like waiting for them because I'm asking questions back and forth. I'm waiting for them to just like paragraph. I love seeing those. When I get a
Damn,
paragraph
bro.
from somebody, I'm like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, you get
shit.
comfy. You
I
get your
okay, hold
little
on, let me
tea on the
sit down. Let
side.
me
You get
just
your
try to-
glasses.
Yeah.
You put on you turn on the fire.
Yeah, turn on the
like,
fire. I get excited. I don't know if that's a weird thing, but I see
fucking
paragraphs.
fireplace and shit
I'm
in the
like,
background.
bro, for like I got like a whole scarf around my neck.
You're like,
you
all
know
right,
what I mean?
let me check this shit
Ooh,
out.
You know what I mean? I love that. I don't know about you, but like if I get a fucking, if I get like a paragraph, like it comes to my phone, I'm like, and I ask a genuine question, I feel it tells me two things. This person needs to talk to somebody, and I just so happen to be this motherfucker. I'm grateful.
You're honored.
I'm honored.
You're
so
honored.
I cross my feet and I'm ready to listen or whatever. I love talking.
You know what I do?
What do you do?
Call me.
Oh yeah.
That's all I do.
Oh yeah. Well,
If you trust me enough
mhm.
with a fucking goddamn Stephen King novel
Right.
all up in my messages,
Right. You better call me.
I'm just gonna be like, call me.
Just call me.
Just call me.
Would you read it before and then just say them?
Nope.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be that guy.
Oh,
You're
really?
gonna
I'll at
you're gonna
least read
say
it.
it all to me because you probably forgot some shit that's not on that text.
Right.
And you're probably gonna tell me more.
Right.
And it's just because if you're venting to me,
Mhm.
I would like that to be. I want to hear you because, like you said back in the first post,
Mhm.
things can get very
Oh,
in
you
translation.
misinterpret. Okay,
Yeah.
yes. Even in the venting,
Right,
session,
exactly. Even
right.
with venting, because
Right.
something that might be negative, you might
Right.
see it as like a different type
That's
of emotion.
correct. Yeah,
know?
you could accidentally see it. Like she mentions it, and you think, oh, yeah, that's probably
Right,
fine.
you don't think it's as important,
Right.
but for
And
her
that's
it
the
was
problem.
exactly.
Yeah, right.
So for me, I would just hit you with the call me.
Right, I get you. That
And
makes sense.
there you go. Now we're golden. We're in that fucking train. We're riding
Yeah,
that
you just-
train all the way to the station, and I will be listening the
That's
whole
correct.
time. I
That's
just
correct.
ask you to call me because I'm pretty shit at texting. Not gonna lie to y'all,
Mhm.
I'm pretty bad at it. Cause
That's
I'm
what
not
everybody
good.
says nowadays, anyway.
So for me, I'd rather get a call because I'll be like, okay, let me see how this is.
okay,
You
I
feel
hear
me?
you. No, I hear you. I
I'm
hear you.
telling you, bro, it's a good exercise for listening. So for y'all out there that
So-
like
So, in terms of, you just said exercise.
It's
In terms
pretty
of
good.
exercise, what can you do if you're not to exercise to get better at listening? How do you who do you practice on? What do you do to exercise? I don't want to exercise while I'm actually talking to somebody because I need the skills for that person. So how do I do before I encounter this person who's about to vent to me? What can I do on my own thing?
I mean, you read books like about like because there's so many books about that,
Right,
about how to
about
like
listen.
listen to people, just listening in general. And one of the best books is just books about like dating, books about like uh love languages, books like that really teach you how to
Do
like
you?
not just with like your significant, not just like with your partner,
Mm-hmm.
but the
But other
same.
skills apply.
Yeah, those skills applies to
Right.
every single person
Yeah.
ever that you will encounter.
Right.
But at least in those books, they really go in detail
Right.
on how to do it, how to just again, one of the books I was reading to, it's pretty fucking cheesy.
Mhm.
Sorry. It was called Men Are From Mars and Girls Are From Venus. You remember that
I
book?
remember that book. Yeah.
Now, a lot of people don't like that book because they say that most of the information in the book
Well, outdated.
doesn't apply to them,
Okay.
therefore is false,
Okay.
which is not. It's just a very general idea based on, because the guy that wrote the book, he is a therapist. He's a
Really?
marriage counselor.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. And
Yeah.
I fucking bought the book.
Yeah. So he has a PhD and all that. So he
Okay.
has, so the book is written based on his experiences of helping couples,
Mm.
and many of the things that happen throughout the counseling session is the lack of communication, where one person is not listening to the other. So he has to intervene and teach them how to properly listen.
You said the title "Men Are From Mars." And
Men are
Women
from Mars,
Venus.
girls are from Venus.
You know what I'm hearing in that title? I don't know what you heard, but I heard we're just two people from two different planets. Meaning
Well, the book,
we communicate differently.
right? So the book plays in the idea, like the book is super. Again, is really
I know you love the
fucking
book.
cheesy.
I know you
I
love
like
the
the
book.
book
Yeah,
because the book is pretty interesting, but it's
Mm.
really cheesy. But he managed to turn a book that otherwise would be fucking boring
Right.
to read
Right.
into a very interesting story,
Really?
which I love.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So I say if you want to listen, like again, learn how to listen more. Read some of those books. Not you don't have to even read the whole thing. Maybe
Mhm.
just go into the chapter.
Yeah, the chapter. Yeah.
Just a chapter,
Yeah.
because again, you don't have to listen. It would be nice to read the whole book, but
Right.
if only one part of the book really piques your interest,
Mm-hmm.
pick that
Right.
and fucking read it, and there
Right.
you go.
That makes sense.
Again, I'm different because I'm actually studying this shit, so I have to be
So
able.
this is a lot more valuable to you,
It's a
who's
lot
trying
more
to
valuable
use it
to
into
us
the
because, like,
professional
you know.
skill field than like somebody who's. But you'd be surprised. I feel like these skills are just as important
It's
for,
just- it's
for
just-
a
yeah.
regular person because again, communication with another person, dude, it is
It's
freaking
golden, bro.
it's key, dude.
That's just key.
It's so beautiful, dude. I love it, and I feel like what I was gonna say is that women and men communicate so differently sometimes. So differently sometimes. It's like the words, the language, the body language, the
Mhm.
way they say something, so different. You wouldn't even think about it.
Yeah.
It's like and you know it happens to you. You know, and I know what I'm talking about. And I know you know too. You could say something to them and then they literally switch it. So like this and that. No, I did not say that.
Yeah, it's like
I did not say that.
Really
I
listening
said
to me.
I said this and that because like, you like well this and that, this and that, this and that. I was like, oh, so like this and that. No, I did not fucking say that. Where did you hear that in what I just said? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like their way of understanding something or your way of saying something just clicks differently.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you wanna listen and you wanna. That's why I love repeating the shit back to them, especially in other words.
It's like you're a drive-through,
Yeah.
and you'll be like, "All right, I just order a shitload of food.
Right.
I'm so sorry, baby girl, but I'm
Right.
gonna do this to you.
Right.
Can you repeat that order to me back?"
bro? Basically, yeah, bro. I'm serious. That's like that is. Yeah.
And they gotta do it,
Yeah.
and that's when it's like, okay, everything's good.
Yeah,
All right,
everything's
here's
good.
$20. You
That's
feel me?
it. That's
Like,
it. That's
yeah.
exactly how it is. I agree with you 100% on that, bro.
You'll be a great like McDonald's employee.
Fuck you. I
Yeah,
want to work at McDonald's.
you'll be like, "Excuse me, sir, I did not get that order right. Can you repeat that again?" bro, you will get employee of the month
bro.
the first day
repeating,
there.
for repeating things back accurately. Oh, so you said this and that. I said you want some McChicken with some McFlurry with some. And I'm like, did I just straight wrap
No,
it up in
I'm
this shit?
I'm
Like,
serious.
yo,
Have
damn,
you
got
ever
it
been
right.
to a drive-through where, first of all, you pull up and they're already giving you attitude?
Bro, already, bro.
I'm like, all I did was get hungry.
That's it.
Why are you mad at me?
Bro, exactly. Now you're pulling up. Now you got to deal with their attitude. Nah, bro, I ordered a McChicken, not your attitude. Please, can you
Yeah,
can you
like
ring me
get
for
that
McChicken,
attitude into them the fryer.
bro?
Make me some fries.
Bro, burn it.
Yeah, please. And then on top of that, they fuck up your order.
They fuck up your order.
They fuck up your
I swear they do it on purpose, dude.
No.
I swear, if you work at any fast food restaurant, I have a genuine question for you. Do you purposely do this, or is this really by accident? Because I'm having a hard time believing it's an accident,
Dude.
bro. Combo fries, chicken nuggets, and you fucked that up, my guy. Come on,
No,
B.
yeah, and then
Stop playing.
it's like I get it.
Like I
It's
won't drive back into the drive-thru and fucking
Yeah.
smash you. Like just toss that shit, yo. Knock on the window.
Yeah, they just
like,
drive
for real.
off.
And they just drive, bro.
No, legit, like I get it. It's a fucking stressful job, but like, look, just a little bit more, like, yeah, like just a little bit more effort when you're, especially this. And I
appreciated.
feel for the guy that's taking the orders to the drive-through, because some motherfuckers, like, I'm also gonna talk about like the customers. Like, the customers are assholes too
sometimes,
as
yeah.
well. Like, they can be some real assholes. I mean, shit.
I
work in a restaurant, and I had some people that they're just bitches, bro.
I'm primarily an asshole. I don't know about you if you've ever been an asshole, but you work in a restaurant. Restaurant.
You
industry.
can never be an asshole if you work in a restaurant
You could
environment.
never be an asshole.
You could never be, because you
sympathize
feel
so
it.
much.
Yeah,
with,
you
with
dealt
what's
with
going
that.
on. Yeah.
You feel it.
Yeah, for sure. I try to have. I mean, it's hard for me to have because they keep fucking on my order. They keep fucking on my order, and I know people who repeatedly get their orders fucked up, and I sympathize with them, because at one time I want you to get a McChicken, or like a chicken sandwich. They gave me a burger, and I swear to you, I spelled it out for this guy because I know their reputation for messing up orders. I said, "Yep, it's a chicken sandwich with chicken nuggets and fries." He said, "Okay, that was gonna be like, I'm like, bro, chicken sandwich with fries and chicken nuggets, right?" He said, "Yep." Next window. I pull up next window. Trusted this bastard. Didn't even do that whole open the bag thing in the window.
You didn't open the bag.
I didn't open the bag because
You
bro.
have to open the bag.
But like, dude, it's your job to get my freaking order right.
It's your
Why
job
am
to open the bag.
No, it's my job to get home and eat what I ordered.
No, you
That's
have
what-
to open.
that's what my
I have
job is.
no sympathy for you. You a damn
What?
idiot.
No, fuck you, bro. Dude,
Look what you do. Oh, here's my bag.
bro.
I opened that shit, right?
Right. Where's my damn fry?
What is this? And the lady is confused.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Here, we'll give you 2 instead.
Easy. And now you have what you didn't want and what
Plus,
you want.
yeah, exactly.
And you damn well know you're going to eat both of them.
You're right.
So now you're
Because
happy
fat
as
ass,
fuck.
right?
But all it took was for you to check the damn bag.
I mean, I don't
And
like
you
checking
did
the damn
not.
bag.
That's your responsibility.
I feel like it's rude.
How is it rude?
I feel like it's rude. It's like,
You
I
pay
don't,
for it.
because I know, but like you give me the bag and I'm like looking at you. Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I got a whole line behind me and everything. Like, I gotta like, give me this damn bag. Hold on a second. I got the chicken, the chicken, the fries, and the chicken nugget. You give me some napkins. Where the goddamn straw at? Where the
So,
straw at? Yeah, ain't a straw here. You know what I mean? What, you give me my change, bitch? You trying to keep my change too? Give me this damn fucking dollar.
Got
I was gonna get tip you, but now I'm
ketchup
gonna tip you no
packages.
more. Ketchup
All right.
packages.
All right, we're good.
You asking for ranch, they give you like some other shit. Like, bro, just pay attention.
Yeah,
you know?
it's hard. It's
You know,
hard.
they should
You
have
gotta
2
listen.
people.
You gotta listen.
They have to have 2 people at that shit. One to take the first order, and then the other one to take the second.
You gotta listen.
You gotta listen. I don't know. I think it's just key. Listening is key, and I would do great at McDonald's, but I would not be able to stand
Again,
assholes
employee of the fucking
off the
month. Your
right,
first
my
day
first
there.
day, bro.
They'll be like, "Look, you're so good, manager." You get promoted immediately.
right there, bro.
Anyway, all right.
Anyway.
So for the last Reddit, I'm
Mhm.
gonna be reading this one. Now, this Reddit comes from r/askmen. It's a pretty good one. So if you guys want to learn more about that one, highly, highly suggested. Now, this one says, straight men. So this is a question for straight men.
Right.
Us.
What? I'm not sure.
And it says, straight men, what do you wear to feel sexy, confident, and attractive? Now,
Thongs.
whoever wrote this
Thongs.
says, right?
High heels and
Nah,
thongs.
nah, shut the fuck
I
up.
wear makeup on Sundays.
So it says, this is from the Reddit.
Mhm.
I have a nice butt and legs. So one way I feel sexy for myself is
Can I
to
see
wear nice underwear. Like men thongs, jock straps, and men bikini underwear.
You actually reading that? It says men thongs.
Yeah, that's what it says. I'm reading exactly what it says.
Okay.
I also wear fitted pants to showcase my butt and legs. What about you guys? Okay.
This is questions to straight men, right?
No. He's asking to us, what do we like? Because we're so different. Because you know how males be. You know,
Mhm.
males don't give a fuck. Some of them don't give a fuck how they look.
Right.
But let's say you wanna feel sexy. Because I'm sorry, but that's something that both
genders are entitled to feeling sexy, baby.
Yeah,
You wanna look sexy?
So that's a question for what do you wear to feel sexy / attractive / cute / you are ready for some
Anyways, look, what happened is a method that I try, and I just realized that it's a method I use as soon as he asked me the question. I like to look like a bum most days of the week. What happens when I look like a bum most days of the week? When I finally try, I look decent. You know what I mean?
So for you, it's easy to
I
feel
wouldn't-
sexy.
Yes, I don't require a lot to feel sexy because I usually like bum it out. Like, you know, from Monday to Friday, I'm bumming it. You know what I
Every
mean?
day.
And then so like Friday comes along. I say in school I used to do that. Mondays, nobody likes Mondays. I don't have a problem with Mondays, but I like to fit in sometimes since everybody looks like shit on Mondays. I don't like to be like the guy just looking like overdressed for Mondays. You know what I mean? I guess Monday is just not one of those days where you like kind of like you like pop it, sis, or type shit or whatever. I'm not sure what the fuck they
Wow.
do these days.
So where to pop?
It's alright, baby. But anyways, I like to just bum it from Monday to Fridays, and then from Monday to Thursdays, and then Friday I just like, all right, you know, I mean, I put my new shoes on, you know, my nice little my thing on, and immediately,
Yeah.
I know it's different, so I feel different. You know what I
Feel
mean?
good.
I feel good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel you on that.
I feel
you on
good
that.
because I don't have too many outfits. So I don't like to wear too much. I'm not good at matching either. So I like to keep my things
You're a
simple.
bum and dumb. I'm kidding. I'm fucking with you.
I'm a bum and I'm dumb, bro. Because I don't know how to. I know people enjoy that shit, though. You know what I mean? Especially girls. I know girls, women love getting ready.
Some of them.
Some of them. But I know, like, you know, when for me, I don't require a lot of work.
So you're like a low maintenance type dude. Like you're like the regular. I feel like you fit the regular dude like stereotype.
Pretty much. You ain't never gonna catch me with some $200 sneakers.
Oh no. We're not talking about like expensive. Like that's
We're just talking about just regular, just looking good.
Yeah,
looking
because
sexy.
I am a huge believer that you can have style on a budget.
Cheap. Okay.
Because I mean, like having like a 200, because there's some shoes or just like designer clothes out there that look hideous. They
Right.
look like shit.
Right.
But because they're Gucci or they're fucking
Yeah,
like
you wear
Chanel,
the fucking brand, right?
and it costs like $1,000 on an arm, automatically makes it good. Highly disagree.
Right.
I don't think so. You know,
Okay.
so it's not so much about like how much is it's the amount of the item. It's like
Is it what-
how
what it
like
is-
how
what
how
it is you
if
wear.
it fits your style. You know, if you're
Right.
trying to look for a good like a
Well,
style.
then in that case, then I also like to go for a theme. I like dressing based on a theme of like what I'm trying to, what the vibe I'm feeling like
What
today.
do you mean?
You
Like,
know, so like I'm a, as you all know, or maybe
like
not,
a theme?
like theme, THEME.
Yeah, a theme. Yeah, a
right.
theme. Like,
So what?
like I want to rob a bank. What's your theme? Like, what do you
blacked
wear?
out, blacked out,
Yeah, like-
everything.
like-
Black pills, everything, bro.
Yeah,
you
like,
know
what
what I mean. So I'm a person who dresses based on a theme. You know what I mean?
Every day? No, it's a special
Not every
occasion.
day. Like depending, I don't do this every day because it wears out the the freshness of it, the magic of it. I don't do it all the time. I just do
Okay.
it whenever, like, dude. Sometimes I feel like I want to look like a fucking skater. Sometimes I look like I want to look like a fucking nerd. Like I do
I
theater.
see.
I act, so I like to look like a fucking like a theater nerd. Sometimes, you know what I mean. I fuck with that. Sometimes I want to look like some bum. You know what I mean? Like I actually like. I
But
know
does
I
the
say
theme
yeah, but it's a
make
theme.
you sexy, make you feel attractive?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes, because I feel like when I hit it on the nail, I feel like I like to see what goes with me well. You know what I mean? So like for example, I made fun of you when we went skating in Boston that one time. I thought you was way overdressed for that, and I understand you wore what made you feel sexy, and that's dope. That's fine. Now I knew I was going to go skating. Now I want to look great
You want to
looking.
fit in.
I want to fit in, and I want to feel sexy doing it.
I
So I
don't want
put
to
in
fit in.
all my freaking my anything I had that had like the skating outfit theme or whatever, and it makes me feel fucking good. You know,
Mhm.
it makes me feel good. I love it. You know what I mean? So that's how I dress. So I go by themes, man. Like how I'm feeling and what I want to look like today, whatever. I go for it. Obviously, I don't have the money to freaking pimp out my wardrobe like that. But if I did, dude, I'd go all out. My one favorite outfit, I think I would look really sexy in, is like black jeans, ripped black jeans, boots, those hats, those brownish like hats that kind of like I don't even know how to describe them, and then with like the flannel shirt, the red and black flannel shirt, like wrapped around your waist with like the chains dangling on the side of the jeans. I
Some
know
some punk shit.
that's some punk shit.
Yeah, I
You know what I mean?
feel like that's some punk shit.
That's
a
some
little bit.
punk shit with
chain,
the white tee on top or whatever. With
Okay,
the,
never
like,
mind. That's not
you know what
punk
I mean?
anymore.
It's not because a white tee.
No, it just doesn't fit. I guess what you're trying to go is for like what they call like a grunge kind of style.
Is it not? I don't know if it's even hipster or grunge. I'm not sure.
No, no, definitely not hipster. Hipster is like you try really hard to put on your outfit, but you want to give the vibe that you didn't. It's pretty dumb.
Oh,
It's pretty stupid.
okay, that's interesting.
It's not hipster. You're
It's not
definitely not
hipster.
hipster. No, it's more
Not
like
hipster.
a grunge.
But
like,
yeah, I'm a like you said, I'm a low maintenance guy. I like to get haircut. You know what I mean? Fucking. That's it, bro. I am very low, but I know you do. You have a very different process on how you try to look sexy. So, what makes you feel sexy, Ricky? When you're going out and you're really trying to get necks just turning, what do you wear? How do you prepare to look sexy?
I think I'm gonna like for him. I think he wants to know like the guy from Reddit. He wants to know like more like outfits, but I feel like for me it starts beyond the outfits. I think like hygiene is key. Like hygiene makes
feel
me
sexy?
feel sexy. Like again, like it's basic as fuck.
You gotta
right?
be clean to feel sexy.
Yeah, you gotta be clean to
What the
feel
fucking
sexy.
shit is? No, I'm kidding, bro.
No, bro, you gotta look.
I'm kidding.
You shower.
Right.
You wash your hair.
Right.
You wash your ass.
Right.
You wash your balls. All that, right?
Right. Right.
Right? You and then when you get out, what I learn about just in general, just hygiene in general is to take care of your skin. Both your body and your face.
Mm.
When I do that process, it makes me feel attractive. Right?
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
Feel attractive.
Like-
okay, makes you feel clean and
Makes you
attractive?
feel clean.
So feeling
makes you
clean
feel-
for you
yeah.
makes you feel
yeah.
sexy.
I think so. For me, being clean makes me feel attractive. Where it's like you put your cologne. Like I'm a huge advocate
Mhm.
of cologne.
Mm.
You know, excuse me. I know a lot of people don't really understand that world, but I grew up around it because of my father.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So is your father big on cologne? Like what he likes to buy?
Yeah,
Like,
hell yeah. Like
things that
smelling
smell
good.
Yeah.
bro, smelling good, I think makes me feel attractive.
Sexy.
When you
Alright.
when you're a guy and you smell fucking good,
Right.
that shit that can take you places, bro.
Mm-hmm. I
Like,
agree. 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I
Like,
didn't mention it, but obviously I do all these things. But like,
but I think for
I
me
thought-
they
I thought
carry
it was
more.
more-
Yeah.
it carries more weight for you. But I thought the Reddit was more focused about like outfit. What do you
Okay,
wear? But
I'll
that-
get into
but
that.
that's good. That's very
Yeah.
good because it's what about what men do to make you feel sexy. If that's what you do, that's interesting. Somebody else out there
Right.
probably that holds more value to them to feel clean, and it doesn't matter what you wear after that because you automatically feel good, or maybe you feel clean and
Yeah, you can
You
even
wear- you
yeah,
dress
that's what I'm
fucking
saying.
good,
You're
you know
gonna
what I mean?
you gotta have to hit it with the
now you
double
got a
whammy.
double impact, right?
You gotta hit
Double
it double
whammy,
whammy. Okay,
right.
so now you're good. You smell good. You're
You look
clean. You're nice, right? Okay,
Right.
now we go to the outfits, right? So I'm going to what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I like boots a lot.
I know you love boots.
Like no bullshit. Like I always see people out there. I'm not trying to like diss on you or anything, but there's some
He
males out
definitely is
there
trying to
that
come at
like
you.
they be going out wearing fucking sneakers like they're about to run a marathon. Bro,
Know how to
what?
dress?
No, I'm serious. Like you gotta dress appropriately to where you're going. Kind of like you
Right.
said, like theme, but
Mhm.
this time it's more of like you're going on a date with your girl,
Mhm.
bro. Like maybe try a little bit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
This
that's
the
beside
sweatpants.
right.
This the
Sweatpants, like
sneakers.
a hoodie.
This the hoodie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the
Actually,
sweatpants, the
right.
fucking like Nike running
Right.
shoes.
Right.
Motherfucker don't even run. Well, he just
Gotcha.
wears that because he wants to be comfortable.
That's
Again,
interesting. So
bombing out.
boots, huh?
I like boots a lot because boots are very. It's again, it depends. Not every boots, but the boots that I like to wear,
Goes both way.
they're casual
Classy
boots where
and-
it's like they don't look too overdressed, but they
Right.
don't look like you're a bum
Right.
either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
they're not
definitely
work
a feel I
boots,
need to get
but they're
into.
not also like nighttime type boots.
Right.
You know, right in the middle, classic, timeless. That's what I like.
Tims don't apply. Tims do not apply. I have not seen a single Tims that look that matches the
They were
look.
making some Tims that look really good.
Really?
Yeah, they're expensive though. They're like on the 200,
Well,
like
never mind.
which is okay. The thing about boots is they're kind of expensive,
well,
so you gotta
because the brand that makes them a pretty big company.
that ain't just like the material because there's leather, there's a bunch of material that
Oh,
goes into
yeah,
making
yeah.
boots.
Yeah.
Because again, boots are like they're not just for winter, but most of the time they are for
They
winter.
are for winter. Right.
The other item that makes me feel attractive,
Pair
like
of
I'm
sexy,
ready to
tight
get
pants.
something, you know.
Get your balls shown.
Yeah, it's actually jean jackets. Not gonna lie to you.
Jean jacket.
Jean jackets.
Right. You brought one today.
I brought one today. I have
Right.
one right now. I think jean jackets are so cool. To
Right.
me, they are amazing. Like when I be watching some movies and I see the main character, motherfucker comes out of the car, he wears a jean
Right, the jean
jacket and
jacket.
shit. I was like, yo,
There's so much.
I
you could do
want
with
that to be me.
There's so much you could do with that. The jean jacket. So much. You
Yeah,
could do
so
with that.
versatile.
It
so
is.
versatile.
You put it on. You could put anything under that. I mean, you could put a hoodie under that. You could put another jacket under that. Just not anything that like makes it kind of like don't look too puffy. You know what I mean? You could wear a flannel shirt under that.
Yeah, you can
which
wear a
is-
regular
which-
t-shirt.
or a regular
If it's
t-shirt,
too hot, you can
Exactly.
wear a flannel. Not a flannel. You can
Right.
wear a wife beater.
a wife beater.
Yeah,
Right, that's
legit.
right. Yeah, you could really go. You could really do anything with that. Honestly, I could actually just picture the wife beater. If you just like button it up a little bit and kind of leave like the chest exposed. If you got some nice chain, like then you don't have to. I'm just saying. I'm just picturing this right now. Like something like on your neck, some nice piece, just hanging, doing your thing or whatever, bro.
Yeah,
Dressing is a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Dressing up is a lot of
Legit.
fun.
Like to me, that's what makes me like. I feel like makes me feel like sexy slash like attractive. Where it's like I look good. I look in the mirror like I look good. Because I feel like there's a wrong stigma where it's like, oh, if you do that, then like, oh, you're gay, which is stupid. It's a
Really?
stupid thing to say.
Have you gotten? Has somebody?
Yeah,
ever
no,
come
I'm
up to you and
serious.
tell you
I've been-
or assume that you were gay or something.
Yeah, they're like, oh, why are you like again? This is just from things that I heard, which are completely stupid and make no sense. Like, oh, why are you like looking at like why are you picking your outfit or whatever? Like that's for girls only.
Are you fucking dead ass?
Yeah.
So they associate the whole act of picking out an outfit
or dressing up
dressing up.
nicely as a
Right.
thing that only females do,
That is-
which is
okay.
fucking ridiculous.
So
dude.
guys are like supposed to just throw whatever on.
Yeah, like oh, you're a man. A man is not supposed to take care of itself.
Where
A man
did
is
that
not
come
supposed to
from?
like just do whatever. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
That's a
I don't
weird
know where that
stigma.
came from.
That's a weird stigma. I mean, I have different clothes. I don't just put the same thing every day. So I do pick out outfits. I mean,
Right.
I bum, but I still bum in style.
But I guess
somehow.
like
You know what I
I
mean?
guess like actually actively thinking about what you're gonna be wearing
Yeah, so
makes it somehow different.
Bro.
You know.
You're trying to appeal to the men. Men are trying to appeal to you. You want to go out and look good. I want to go out and look good and get some good feedback too. You know what I mean? I mean, I know girls don't do it to guys a lot, and guys do it a whole lot more to women. But like, you're the type of guy who gets compliments. I know you've been told that you look like you gay, but I know also you've gotten good compliments on your outfits.
Well,
You know
it's
what I
like because it's like you're putting effort and it shows.
Yeah.
So if you put effort and it shows, it's like, oh shit, this guy's like he's up to something. He's onto something.
Right.
Like he knows his style.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
You just look interesting as well.
He's knows
because your style says a lot about you.
It does. Huge.
Right.
Yes.
It says whole lot about you. So like, just like, for example, you like to dress and tuck your shirt in. I stopped doing that since I left Haiti, and that was when I was going to private school, and I had to tuck my shirt in. I always did that in front of my mom, but as soon as I got to the school, I pulled that shit out.
Yeah.
Because all my boys, I look like
as a kid,
I look like the stuck up dude, like not the stuck up dude, like the weirdo with the shirt tucked in. And what I look nice, don't get me wrong, but like my friends were all, they had the cut there, because they say that the shirts with the cuts on the side are supposed to be out. And the shirts with like that, like the simple like that all around on the bottom are supposed to be inside or whatever. Yeah. My shirts were the ones that were round all around, and I didn't care. But like my friends always had it on the inside. But you tuck your shirt in. That says a lot about you. I feel like sometimes like you wear like these outfits where like I think of my dad whenever I see you with that. I feel like that's in my head that's old school, but you rock it so well.
Yeah, it's like the old school style kind of shit. Yeah, that's like what I'm going about. Because like I'll be honest, like I'm not all about like the drip.
Right.
Like,
you're not. Oh, so you're not associating. You're not associating the drip with what you do. So what do you do? What it's called? It's not drip.
No, it's not drip. It's style.
When you say drip, what do you picture?
Drip is trendy.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Ooh, okay, that's good. That's what you.
So drip, give it to me again. Give it to me again. Okay.
Drip is trendy, and
drip
style
is not.
Is not.
Style is your personality. Again, I'm not saying that drip cannot become your personality. Right. It definitely can. But the thing with drip is drip changes so constantly.
Right. But style is
timeless.
Style is timeless. Give it to me again. Give it to me again, bitch. Okay. Right, style is timeless.
Insane.
That's some good advice.
Right.
So style is timeless, but drip
changes with time.
Right.
Changes with time.
I think there's something
going on. And then fashion is different. Fashion only applies to the runaway, the scene, New York, Paris.
And that can also be
that is very that can trendy. Also change.
Yeah, that changes. Right.
Yeah, change, but it's very different because most of the things that fashion deals with doesn't really apply to society, like regular
That's right,
people.
Because you see the people. I'm never wearing anything.
Yeah, like again, that. Like fashion, it's an art. It's an art form. Like painting.
Absolutely.
It's an art form.
It is an art form. Absolutely.
You're creating something that no one has ever seen before, and you're putting that on a person. Right. It's you might think it's dumb. It's not. It's art.
It's art.
It's art.
It's absolutely.
So again, so you say, oh, I look old school. That's my style. That's what I like to go through. That's what I like to wear. Okay. You don't see me with the drip, the
designer, like the sneakers,
Supreme,
the Supreme,
the
thing.
Yeezys, the Gucci belt, like whatever's trending. I don't know what's trendy right now.
Me neither. I'm not a drip person. That's my thing. I'm not a drip person, but I kind of like I know about it because that's again I dress based on theme. If I feel like I want to drip, I'm trying to go for a dripping type of style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, or whatever. Then I need to know what the
you need to know what the drip is at the moment. Because it's constantly changing. You know, like at one point the drip was like Jordans.
Correct.
Shit. Like I mean that's still like a style, but like that at one point I remember like the drip was like the Jordans. At one point I remember Supreme was huge.
It was.
Trasher was pretty big at one point.
I don't even know what that is.
Trasher is like the fire, like it's for skaters, but a lot of people that don't skate like to wear it.
Okay, never seen it.
Okay, you see it.
I'm just saying it. Maybe I've seen it. I just didn't know what it was.
Definitely seen it.
Right. But you got to keep up with the times.
You got to keep up with the times.
You got to know what's going on because I feel like a lot of that comes from me at least because on stage I don't do custom design, but obviously people who do custom designs are people who are very very knowledgeable about what was trending in which time or whatever, and and it's fun for them to try to put that on the actors on stage, and it's like, oh, this, like, you see this, ooh, this is 1980s or like 19
like that's like
boom, you nailed it right then. This is what was trending back then. You want to look trending, this is what you want to look 1980s. This is what you wear. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I guess like that's for you. I love your style. I'm not gonna say I love your drip. I love your style.
It's not drip. Drip is different.
Exactly. So
we gotta teach the people that it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Different.
I feel like style is a lot more respectable. No bullshit.
Well, style says a lot more about you than drip.
It does. Drip is like you just going with whatever's going on.
You go with whatever
you just
the crowd
look
is
like
doing.
everybody else.
Yeah, you look like everybody else.
Right, you look like everybody else.
Right, but
your
style
style
is like
says it's tailored to you and what you like.
Yeah, to
You
you
know what I
and to
mean?
you only. So I always
Exactly.
go style over substance.
Always go style
Substance.
over drip. I don't
But
care if the drip you think the drip forever, the drip not forever. It
yeah,
changes.
yeah,
But
the drip be
style,
the drip
style
be
is
expensive
timeless.
too. Not
Right.
lie, bro.
The drip be expensive, but style could be cheap.
Style could be cheap. Again, you can maybe we'll do an episode about that shit. I got a lot to say about
You
like
do?
style and like like budgeting when it comes to like clothing, because I feel like a lot of people don't really know how to do that. They'll be
Right.
like, "Oh, I don't have clothes because they're expensive."
It's hard.
Wrong.
It's hard. It's hard. It is genuinely hard for people to shop with on a budget. It's hard. They don't know where to go. They don't they think about shopping. These people think too mainstream. They think shopping, they're thinking Nikes, they're thinking Macy's, they're thinking like, Old Navy and stuff like. These apply as well. But it's so much bigger than that. You want to go thrift shopping as well.
Yeah,
like,
no, I'm
you want to
serious.
go all the way out, because I feel like that's where you find all the juicy shit. That I don't know if you know about TikTok, but there's a black gentleman that blew up, and I think he's on his way now to become an actual designer. He so much respect for his content on TikTok. He has blown people away with his outfits
Mhm.
and how he just styles and just rocks every single outfit.
It's nice.
You'd really like him because he grabs like old style shit and kind of like make them look like they was today years old.
Yeah,
not
can
like,
do that.
and it's great. The boots with the big round buckle on them and everything like
Yeah.
that. The dot, the silver dots all around them and whatever. This dude rocks everything and makes it look like 2021 shit. And it is fucking beautiful.
That's awesome.
It's great. And he says it in his TikTok. He never, ever thinks to himself that he was limited to just these big companies and big.
Yeah,
brands.
no, that's the thing. You never are. Like
The shirts are
yeah.
crazy. The shirts he wear like so faded. They got like old logos on them. You like wonder when the hell was this even popular? You can't even find out where that logo
Legit,
or
yeah.
that thing was popular. But it looks so faded and so dope. It's like
Mhm.
the black color. It looks like it has a little taint of white to it because it's not dark black no more. It's kind of like faded whitish black. And you look like this shirt looks like it's been through a lot. But that was the theme. That was
that's
the
style.
thing.
That's
You
the
know,
style.
the faded old jean jackets.
Yeah.
I
Hell
love this
yeah,
guy.
dude.
I love this guy. He's so great at doing it, bro.
So hopefully that answers. And we ran out of time.
We are
all out of time.
Yeah. But
I'm just gonna say, guys, thank you so much for supporting the episodes. Again, we have video now, so just make sure you tune in into our YouTube channel. We're trying to play around with stuff,
Yeah, we're
again,
still experimenting.
we're not experts
gonna
or
lie.
anything. We're just beginners. We're trying to do this right. We're trying to do this.
Trying to have some fun,
learn,
bro.
yeah, trying to have some fun.
Enjoy this shit
learning.
with us. Yeah.
So again, if you're listening to this on Spotify, make sure you follow us so that way, as soon as an episode drops, you'll be the first one to know.
Absolutely.
Also, rate 5 stars if you use any app.
Any platforms that
Any
allow
platform,
you
yeah.
to rate us, because it
Yeah.
really does help with the
Just helps us put
the
it on the top.
algorithm. Yeah, just really
Helps
gets
us put it on the top.
get the word out there and for us to be like to be seen by other people as well. So it really does help. So whenever you have the chance, if you like the content, just please make sure that you leave. If you can comment, please do comment, and if you can leave a sort
Again,
of
5
rating,
stars. Rate it 5
definitely
stars.
hit us
Feel me?
with that shit. Again, we're gonna be on YouTube as well. So hit the fucking like button, bro. It's right over here. And I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
somewhere.
It's somewhere
down
on
there,
this
somewhere
fucking
down
screen.
there.
But
hit
hit
up
that shit.
like button.
Hit the subscribe, my guy. You know what I mean? Hit us up.
So thank you all for listening and also watching. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.
Peace.
Peace.